inching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From the 6. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. On first down, Fields. Alluding to pressure right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, this week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this is now a 17-game regular season. And because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming huge, likely. Most teams want that later open date because of injuries, you know, getting that rest before the playoff push, all of those things. Sometimes when you get an open date early in the season, it's not very much of an advantage. You might be playing well, not slows down your momentum. This is a big deal, and teams definitely like it. The later, the better.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch, and that one wound up in the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now Jones. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Damian Wilson in on the stop. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On play action, Mills. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. This is Ford, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play fake, Mills. He finds Watson. It's caught. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll try the left side. Ford. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down. What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Madison. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And they'll try to throw here. Mills rolling to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down and 4, Fields taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He's got 1 touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Fields. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Justin Fields at quarterback gets the completion there. CD, what do you think the key is to stopping this talented former Buckeye?
Pressure, pressure, pressure. Rookie quarterbacks have to survive the initiation of the pressure of the NFL. Now, his athleticism can scare you a little bit because if he evades it, he can go a long way. But in the beginning, you want his eyes to go to the rush, not downfield. So bring those extra guys and see if he can handle it.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run right here with Swift. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now Fields. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's Swift. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one, and this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that one makes it 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Going deep here for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Fields on first down. And one more time, that's Watkins. Touchdown, Browns. Chris Watkins, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. A first down throw for Mills. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they can't bring him down. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play there on the catch and run. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. Again, Madison. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. He'll try and run for it with Ford. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Fields throw complete here on target to Tonyan.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tonyan. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did it in a big way there.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
One play action. Fields. Flush to his right. Williams brings it in. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Play action. It's Fields. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. They run out of the gun with Swift. Swift's got the 1st down and then some. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Fields. Flushed out right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Richard Sherman. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They will start this drive with Ford. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Play action now. Mills sliding out of the pocket. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watson. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action. Mills. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Browns will take over here at their own 14-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Second and 10. Fields again. Going deep here for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before the break. Fields escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Returnable here for Davis. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them, because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
To throw again on second down. Mills steps away to his left. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. This will be caught at Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 54 yards rushing for him now to this point. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Swift. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. One more time with Swift. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even...
And that's going to be caught from Browns. Touchdown. Quez Watkins with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Browns add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now Jones. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. DJ Waddle in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Another try after the first down sack. Mills. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. Touchdown! DeAndre Swift. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now Jones. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On play action, Mills. They'll roll him out right. Throw left side complete. That's Watson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. To throw, Mills. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the rookie from Virginia Tech, Caleb Farley. And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play that time for Cleveland. Draw play, ETN. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Fields. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
From the 44, Mills. And going deep for Hill. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Again, they turn to Ford. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Play fake, Mills. He finds Watson. It's caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, but it sets up 2nd and goal. He'll try again. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. How about this Browns defense? They've held so far. This is now 3rd and goal. On 3rd down. It's Ford, and this time he is in.
Yes.
Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
At the 33-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. From the gun, here's Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
At the 45-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his right. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Now it's Fields.
Touchdown, Browns! DeAndre Swift from 4 yards out. And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman.
And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Off the play fake, Mills.
On the move to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Mills now looks to throw on first down.
Short throw to Dissly. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. From the 31, Mills. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down near the 5. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.